everyone kept saying around town, like, hello, new friend.
Around town?
Or, like, hello, player, or something.
You mean in this game?
Then, yeah. And then through the second one, remember how they were, like, more, what was it, like, more aware? So they actually, instead of saying player, they said new friend. Because in the end, you kind of join them. I thought that was really cool.
We got all the achievements?
No. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the...
We actually got a lot. I'm surprised.
We're never gonna beat this game. So, okay, there's a code. If you defeat all of these, we're just gonna put that in, because I actually tried to beat it on my own. I failed every single fucking time.
Well, yeah, I beat Darcy.
I know.
I was the one that got Darcy.
But you're never gonna beat it without any mistakes, dude. Like, it's impossible.
Well, also, your laptop's terrible. You need, like, a gaming mouse.
This is a gaming mouse, right?
Huh?
This is a gaming mouse, right?
You're playing on a touchpad.
I'm sorry.
I totally forgot about the Forbidden Room, that whole bloodied up room.
What? Oh, dear God. No, I think that's...
Why do you keep getting scared from your own imagination? Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, in Imagination Town, there are some people to be found. It's a song of
Delete all these files.
In Imagination.
Yen? You put a yen sign in Imagination Town. There's some people to be
like
found.
Their own small...
Lie their own small family.
There's some people wait and see.
Meet the princess and then Darcy. Is this the theme?
Mr. Right owns a company. Yeah.
You know the theme? Mr. Right owns an opening? Mrs. Right.
Emporium.
Gerald's Empyrean is quite a
wife.
Julia's a doting wife.
Forget who's the name of the game. Center of Imagine.
Lane.
Wait, I forgot the rest. Center of Imagination Lane.
Dude, it's Jumpin' Julian.
Solves all the problems. Might as well
Not
be
Jumping
the
Julian.
king.
Gerald. I'm thinking about Gerald in
Just
his store
wait
that's glitching
and
out.
see his name
He figures
is
out
Julian.
that
His name is Julian.
Remember when we first played it, you got so excited because it was like a...
Julian and friends. Julian and friends. Dun 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 dun. Julian and friends.
We should watch the theme as we're ending.
In memory of 98XX, because he stopped making the games.
There's a Nutcracker
up. This is a voiceover of me, karaoke singing, Kate Crawford singing. Ready? Here we go.
The whole couch is wobbling.
In Imagination Town, there's some people to be found, like their own soul family. You will meet them, wait and see. Meet the princess and
I like how the game is so short that they can fit the entire original soundtrack in one YouTube video.
Julia's a doting wife. Let's not forget who's the name of the game.
You know you know what you should do? You know what you should do?
Might be
Let
the
me
key.
see this.
You jump right in and see his name is Julian.
Sorry.
Julian and Fred. You ripped my earbud out. I can't listen anymore. Julian and friends. Julian and friends. Julian and friends.
This is gonna be like you. This is gonna be you dancing to the. Do this. I feel so bad for this guy.
I actually wanted to sing this so bad in school in 5th grade.
This guy made a whole dance. Funny kid dance.
It's like an improv. Look at him. At least there's like 4 kids in that room.
Lincoln. You can just see Lincoln's fucking decrepit head staring at you. We should just put that in as a jump scare.
Yeah.
Fucking Lincoln.
It's like sped up.
Okay, this doesn't sound so bad. I'm glad to hear him talk. They paused it and he played it and he got right back to where he left off. He sounds like Cartman.
God, I mean, yeah, I feel bad because like it's happened to me before.
This punishment stuff.
Okay, will the alpha listen to the teacher? What
oh,
the
it's
fuck?
What's his name?
Can we watch that?
Dominic Tucasita.
Excuse me?
Do you know Dominic Tucasita?
No. 5 billion views?
I don't know what it is.
Alright.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's got 5 million
speed
views.
it up
This is, I just look. There he is. There was the one
Yeah.
we just saw. Was that in the back rooms? Dominic Tucasita in your school?
Oh god. The guy. Oh,
Wow, you know the hotkey is better than
Sadly. Oh dear. Oh boy, let's go to class. Turn around. Oh dear god.
Oh my god,
Oh,
there is
Jesus.
There is controls.
Oh, but it's horrible though.
This is like worse than that game we just played in terms of like the controls.
Yeah. Sorry. Twist. Do I have to teach them? Oh dear god. Are these
This
my
is
neighbors?
the worst video ever.
Yeah.
It has 13 million views of Dominic Tucasita in your school. And it's...
Oh dear god.
Was there a fire?
Yeah, or something. I have to escape with these freaks? Are you serious?
Let me guess there's gonna be like, what the
Why
fuck?
are we escaping?
That's a demon?
1,000 likes on each
What
other.
a
How
bait.
old is this video? Find it. Which is
Where there's like hundreds of these.
Yeah, it's kind of popular. Yeah, if you type up like a bunch of words, stuff will start showing up.
No, you can find anything on the internet by not searching it. You can use other words to find what you want.
Like, yeah, like how you're going to Spice Reader. Like I typed up Psycho Mizono, and then I just added one more word, fan art, and there was.
It'll appear
I don't wanna
eventually.
I'll
find it.
His name is Julian. Julian and friends. Julian and friends.
And you're the singer?
Julian and friends. What did you just say to me?
And you're the singer.
Yeah, I haven't warmed up. Alright, anyway. Oh, Jesus.
That's Jesus. It's like thundering against my eardrums.
This is the good ending.
Warren
we
Burke,
haven't-
she looks pretty fucking depressed. I don't think that
Yeah.
doesn't look happy.
No, okay, so I think everyone else escaped except for her because she's not a real person.
She's a computer.
Yeah, I'd like to think.
So it's really, honestly, really fucking depressing. She finds out
Yeah.
she's not real,
Anyway, I want to show you
and
this.
he has to leave her.
Yeah. I
You
want
should try doing
I want
voice
to be a
acting.
voice actor.
I know
I still
you
want to
did.
be one. Like, I can't.
Okay.
Why can't?
Because I don't know how.
You
There's this
just
girl
do it.
from our
You just do it until you can.
Dog, there's this girl from my school. I'm afraid to talk to her honestly because she's the daughter of the fucking the guy who
The
runs the music department. I am so scared of
Liana?
him. Yeah. I really want to talk to her, but she's a senior, and okay, so basically she voiced an anime that I watched. Okay, hang on, silent voice. I'm not gonna show off who she is, but you guys can look up yourself because I don't want to like. I think she was young.
Just slow.
Mickey.
Just slow. I can't see.
Sorry.
You're going so fast.
There's not enough room. Wait, Mickey. Right? Yeah, Mickey. Mickey. Yes, look, there she is. That was like no fucking way.
You said you weren't going to show her off.
I know, but
You just
like
put-
I'm not gonna say who she is. I know. Anyway, do you want to watch the Nutcracker? It's like literally like a minute.
Sure.
I thought this was quite hilarious and funny.
That's the best picture of Julian I've ever seen. That's a good picture.
That should be you with a
now
giant
I click
sandwich.
shorts and I'm instantly, oh, this is Dandy's world.
You
I
should,
have corrupted my entire...
you should put a giant sandwich right there and like Photoshop you in there, like looking at the sandwich like that. Oh shit.
I'm about to really fuck my search engine. I was going to write Dandy's World Sexy and see what shows up.
Yeah. Look how animated they are.
That's a Nutcracker. Was it like the Lego game?
No, I've missed Lego games. But yeah, kind of. No, because like every fucking scene they shake their head or like move, and it's
Oh,
kind of
God.
annoying. But
Yeah,
like,
I typed that in off.
yeah, how did it turn out for you?
Not good.
Okay. Oh, of course the TV fireplace. I thought they had one.
Was he just looking at her ass?
Yeah. No. Wow. Oh, I wonder who that guy is. I wonder how they got that YouTube video up there.
I like how he has a shirt with his own initials on it. Jumping
I know, right? And it's long
giant,
sleeve.
the biggest letters in history. That's
Jay,
800
Jay.
font.
He's like an Olympic thing.
That's a creepier character than him.
Man. Gotcha. Oh, this is this is
Holiday Escape.
Yeah, Holiday Escape.
That worked even worse than this.
Like we both recognized it. No, my blender. That was $700 at IKEA. Oh, he's taking a shit in the bathroom. Oh boy, there we go. Whoa, look at this silly thing. Oh, bro, shaking. Oh, I'd like to see Gerald taking a walk and he's just like looking at the house.
He suddenly becomes hyper realistic like a creepypasta and starts shitting and bleeding out on the toilet. Oh, not the fucking toaster. It's only 7 o'clock and he's going to bed?
I
Wow.
know.
They're living a good life, dude. If you can go to bed 7 o'clock, dude, that's a good thing. Everyone's like, oh, go to bed early, dude.
I want to see like Mr. Wright like taking like a shit. He's
okay. What is it, like a pencil? Like when you press the eject button, the more lead comes out?
Taking a piss by the house. Oh, Julian, what the fuck?
You sped up the frame rate. The frame rate's actually good
Whoa.
now.
You look at the fireplace.
It's burning quick.
Here we go. I'm sorry, Julia.
I'm sorry, I only destroyed the entire house looking
Yeah.
for this fucking thing.
He's like, this is where it all starts.
No,
The
it's
lore.
Bloody Skull. There might be one secret in here.
Perhaps.
I feel like there might be something. I mean, I know they like to play along, but there might.
I looked at this before. I don't think there is actually anything. Probably just.
There's got to
Jackson.
have been people that have looked for secrets. There's people that look for secrets in fucking everything. I'm just
What?
fat.
How
Oh, look
happy
at
was
that
it?
early concept art.
Yeah. Oh no, you should have seen Julian. Holy
What
shit.
is he like horrifying?
Yeah. Early concept Julian. Sorry, I'm going back in the past.
How much more basic could they get for Julian? He's literally a 3 fucking eyebrows
JJ
sticking out
on
of
his
head.
fucking hat. Like, it's so stupid.
Early Julian, I'm saying.
Ugh.
Well, I guess that looks like him.
Yeah, no, there's other ones. Oh god. Yeah.
Like it's all drawn in Microsoft Paint.
This guy's in college. He's a senior in college. Oh, he looks French. He actually wrote an entire movie script for 98XX. An
Really?
entire thing. He just announced it today. The day after announcing
So it's
that he's
not
not going to
canceled.
stop.
You know what it's going to be?
A
He's going to
movie?
start making a 3D animated movie.
No. He got rid of. Here, I'll even show you. I was
Understand
actually
he
so
wanted
sad.
to do a remake of 98XX.
I was at Walmart with my mom, and when I found it out.
You
I was
don't
like,
know,
no.
though.
That is true, but
It could be all just a thing to get people to stop
he did
looking.
say that he
he
wasn't.
he might be getting constant inquiries about.
Okay, but he did say that he wasn't having fun making 98XX anymore. Like, this wasn't, like, a game he wanted to make. He's working on another game. We're, of course, gonna play that, right, Jack? Project S. It's kind of like Stardew Valley a little bit.
Project S?
Yeah.
Is it going to be scary?
No. See, look at that. That's Jumpin' Julian.
Wow, he's going down to every single unused graphic.
Hello.
That's the average British person.
Yeah. Oh, the save. Don't worry, guys. Next episode, we'll get to finish the game, Julian and Friends. Remember you said, there's a clock for his own face? I want that for my face.
I would like a clock on my own face, like smiling at me, so like...
We-
No, but I would like take uranium paint so in the night, my eyes glow in the dark and stare at me.
And your
Like my teeth
glowing
in my
out,
eyes, like
too.
that fucking, the fucking 2 eyes and the horrible British teeth.
God.
Like
Yeah.
smiling back. while I'm recording.
This
Wasn't that the early prototype
Oh, look at that, yeah.
to
I gotta
Julian and Friends?
all
Wasn't
that.
that like the predecessor supposed to?
Yeah, kind of.
You should voice act it and make. Why not?
That's like my debut.
Yeah, you should. Why not? That would actually be. They can be the characters. We can just like green screen them in and move them around. That's Julian right there.
Oh, 58 pages. Here we go.
So I guess what is he like in movies?
No, it's just a class you had to write because he's actually part of
Years not okay. So well, that's pretty obvious. 1998 XX 98.
Yeah.
Should have been 99.
It was
a year after.
All right, do you want to be David? We're gonna read like a little bit of it. We don't have to read the whole thing.
Okay. Why don't we just start from the beginning?
That's like just okay.
Like I'm a good narrator.
All right.
The year is 1998, and a dark atmosphere fills the room. The apartment is a mess with crinkled up papers and broken glass everywhere. A man with a face not shown is seen, typing very quickly and harshly on his computer. His breath is very heavy and deep. As sirens blare and distant screams are heard, a news report is heard on the TV where a woman is discussing a computer game that has appeared to be a cute 2D platformer, but ended up having a dark side to it and ended up getting several people
killed.
to kill themselves. This event ended up being called the suicide outbreak. I'm a good narrator. Let me narrate.
I'm being the news person.
The FBI busted down the door of the apartment, only to show the man's dead body laying there on the floor. His face is still not shown. Camera pans slowly up at the computer. He was still typing on it. Wait, he was still typing, and then suddenly flashes some text that reads, "I'm still here." So wait a minute. We should read this, because this might literally just flash all the lore. Yeah.
I am Julian!
I thought that was the original. It is now 10 years later, as an alarm goes off, waking up 18-year-old David Storm, a senior in high school.
That's the guy who made the game, right? David? Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, I don't fucking know.
I'm reading the script. I don't know. The look on David's face never looked happy. I thought it never looked happier. Never looks happy. David gets dressed and heads downstairs for breakfast. It pans over to a photograph of David and his parents when he was young. They were very happy in the photo. House in the city. Kitchen, day. In the kitchen is David's mother, Helen, at the age of 46, cooking up some scrambled eggs.
Damn, bro.
David sits down at the kitchen table as she serves some to him on his plate. "Oh, Mom, that's scrambled eggs again. It's the 5th time this week."
David, you know we can't afford many groceries right now with the job I'm working at, but it's only temporary.
"If you just let me find a job to help, then everything would be better."
Now don't start that again, and you know exactly why you can't get a job, and that's because you need to spend more time on your studies. With your graduation coming up and your low grades, I say you have no business trying to find work right now. We're not starving, so I'd say you be thankful. I'm doing my best for you. Now eat up, you need your protein.
"Whatever you say, Mom." David finishes his breakfast and gets ready to head out the door to school. Before he walks out the door, his mom stops to hug him.
You know I love you, right?
"I know, Mom."
I know. Things have been difficult for the both of us ever since your dad left. That's why I'm doing my hardest to take care of you and make sure you're getting good grades, too.
"I wish Dad was still here. I still feel like he may be out there somewhere."
I know, but sometimes things just don't work out the way we thought. Like, wait, hang on, and what?
Start from the beginning.
I know, but sometimes the thing just... Can you read that for me?
I know, but sometimes things just don't work out like we thought, and there's nothing we can do but move forward. You understand? I suppose so.
You have a good time at school. I love you.
Love you too.
She has a seizure on his way out.
Actually?
No.
I
do.
Walks out the door.
Dissolve. I know what dissolve means.
Dissolve.
I use that in my code.
Really? What were you using dissolve for?
Like a fade for next scene.
Oh, is that like can you
black
type dissolve and it
0.5?
will do that as a graphic? Oh.
It's cool.
That's pretty powerful stuff. Is that like Python?
Yeah.
Okay. School was busy as always, with the buses pulling up and hundreds of teenagers coming out of them. David walked off, and the bus only to be met by his two friends, Alexa and Jack. They were both the same age as David, and seniors too. "Yo, what's up, my homie? Say, you're looking a little down. What's going on, my guy?"
Chill out, Jack. David's always like this.
"It's okay. Appreciate you guys looking out for me."
You'd only do the same for us.
"Hey, it's almost the end of the school year, and that means no more high school, baby."
You do realize that you haven't even found a job yet, right?
"Don't worry. I'll find one as soon as I graduate."
I'll believe it when I see it.
We're actually kind of good at this.
I know, right? Like, I was surprised.
This is fun. I enjoy this.
Yeah.
David is seen grabbing his stuff from the locker while Jack and Alexa stand with him. Jack goes on to talk about conspiracy theories from books he's been reading. David doesn't pay much mind to him, but Alexa listens. "I'm telling you, This stuff is real. Technology can
you.
manipulate a person, get them to do all sorts of things like kill themselves.
Surely you don't believe anything those books tell you, right?
Remember the suicide outbreak?
Barely. I was too young when it happened.
It happened right in our city.
Most stated it was just an isolated case. You need to chill the fuck out.
Not if it was an outbreak. Several people died right in that old Razzie Tech building. It's all caused by a suspicious piece of software. There's never been seen the... Wait, let me start that again.
You're good.
Not if it was an outbreak. Several people died right in that old Razzie Tech building. It was all caused by a suspicious piece of software that's never been seen the light of day again.
That was 10 years ago. I bet they already destroyed it, and the case is closed by now.
Not if it happens again. I'd go and check that out. That old. Not if it happens again. I'd go and check out that old abandoned factory myself, but the thought of paranormal activity frightens me too.
Well, when you stop being such a scaredy cat, then let me know if the haunted computer chip taking over people's minds is a thing.
You may take this stuff seriously, but don't come to me crying for help when a computer starts taking over your mind.
Oh, you're the last person I'd ever cry to help for.
Hey, David, what are your thoughts on this topic? I don't believe in that kind of stuff. Anyway, talk to you guys at lunch.
Can I be Derek?
Sure. The school bell rings and David heads to class. As he is walking down the hallway, he gets stopped by Derek, who always picks on David because he's a quieter person.
Hey, David, what's with the morning report? Walk to school all alone again?
I need to get to class.
Hey, it's rude to leave when a person's talking to you.
So is stopping a person from getting to... Wait. I thought that was different.
Yeah.
So is stopping a person from getting to class.
Oh, well, you think you're so tough, huh? How would you like to see your organs sticking out through your nostrils?
Skeleton reference.
Yeah. See, more skinless.
Alexa and Jack make their way over to Derek with an upset look on their faces.
Sorry. Hey, Derek. Don't you have some other better things to do rather than picking on someone smarter than you?
The entire school laughs at the remark Alexa makes about David. What a fucking insane person laughing in the corner. One crackhead laughing their ass off. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I heard somewhere you have the lowest grade in the entire school.
Shut up, all of you! I'll deal with you later, punk!
Derek walks away in
He's so
frustration as the three of them all head to class. Cut to school, cafeteria day. Alexa and Jack are in the food line with David slowly following behind them. Alexa and Jack complain about how much they dislike school and can't wait for graduation.
Can't wait for graduation.
Can you believe the nerves of some of these teachers? You sit on their butt for what feels like an eternity, only to get a stack of homework to do.
I know, like, what's the point of even coming to school if you just do 90% of the work at home? It's so fucking stupid.
Just makes me look forward to graduation and getting the hell out of here.
Even if you graduate.
What was that you said?
Nothing. Now come on, let's eat. I'm fucking starving. Sorry, I gotta stop cursing.
You like the F word a lot. Jack and Alexa both... You add it in there.
Okay.
It doesn't even say F in there.
Yeah.
Jack and Alexa both sit down at one of the tables. The cafeteria is full of students. David slowly follows them with his food in hand when suddenly Derek and his two other friends smack it out of his hand and onto the floor.
Sorry.
I told you not to mess with me, you worm.
Oh,
sorry.
it's okay.
You say it.
It's okay. Told you not to mess with me, you worm.
School's so
What
packed,
kind
not
of
even
insult
Jack
is
and
that?
Alexa saw what happened. David doesn't utter a word, but slowly picks up the food that dropped on the floor. Derek sees this as an opportunity to get David back.
Speak up, loser! You're just quiet because your dad left you. You have no one to be proud of you. Not like you, he would be proud of you anyway. Probably why he left you in the first place. Just a low-down, good-for-nothing loser.
Without hesitation, David attacked Derek with full rage and knocked him to the ground, punching his face repeatedly, causing lots of blood to spill out of Derek's nose. Derek's friends ran to help hit Derek, but Alexa and Jack noticed what was happening and ran to stop them, and an entire fight broke out. Cut to school, principal's office, day. David, Jack, and Alexa all sit in front of Mr. C, the principal of the school, where he awkwardly sips a coffee loudly while they all stare in complete silence. Coffee?
No, I don't drink coffee.
For the record, I didn't want to get involved with this.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, shut up.
David's mom arrives to pick him up, and she's very upset with his behavior. They both get in the car, and she drives him home.
So I gotta act out, actually, like... Sorry. I cannot understand you, David. I had to leave work early just to get you. how much fucking money it's going to make us lose.
Sorry, Mom.
Not to mention how much this is going to set you back in your academic performance. I'm very disappointed in you. Like, what the heck was that behavior? Attacking a boy so violently just for a few dumb remarks that anyone could have passed off as just a stupid joke?
They weren't dumb jokes. They were about my dad.
David, I know it's hard, but I already told you that he left us and he's not coming back. So you must stop letting it hold you down.
Why? Must have been enough for you to quit your job as a police officer and work at some old dumb retail store.
Don't you bring up my old job. I told you it's just because it didn't work out for me, and I wanted to do something else.
I feel like you're never being fully honest with me, Mom. I don't know what even... I feel like you're never being fully honest with me, Mom. I don't know what to even believe anymore, or what I'm gonna do in my life. I can't do this anymore.
You're crying in the middle of it? Helen doesn't respond,
Right.
sorry.
Helen doesn't respond and gets a sad look on her face as she continues to drive. Cut to David's house.
Oh shit, here's 98 seconds.
At night. David is desperate to find out exactly what happened to his dad and where he went, as he believes that there is something his mom has been hiding from him. He digs through some old documents and articles in their attic still left over since when his mom was once a police officer. He digs more until he finds an article about Jason Storm goes missing at Razzie Tech, dated October 5th, 1998. That was near the same date he was told his father left them, and when his mom quit as a police officer. It stated that they had no lead as to what happened to him, and it became a serious mystery. David, heartbroken that he had been lied to about this the whole time, storms downstairs with the article to talk to his mom. You didn't tell me the truth.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't lie to me. Just like you've been lying to me for the past 10 years.
Don't talk to your mother that way. You were supposed to be upstairs doing your homework. What on earth is this about?
David reveals the article to her in utter frustration. Helen stops for a moment and starts to tear up as she starts to look at the article.
Where did you find that?
In our attic. Yeah, don't think you can keep secrets from me forever, Mom. Helen doesn't know what to say and starts having more tears. Anything else I should know about? I'm not going another second without the truth. Helen slowly walks up to David with a sad look in her eyes and explains everything to him.
Do you want to know why I quit my job as a police officer?
David and Helen both sit down on the couch as he explains everything to him.
When your father went missing, I did everything in my power to try and find him. We searched for leads far and wide, but we couldn't find any trace of him. We were so confused. He was such a wonderful father and husband. And eventually the suicide outbreak happened, and they completely forgot about my husband's case. And the building shut down and nearly everything was cleared out. Still no trace of him anywhere.
You always told me that Dad was on a business trip and that he never came back. Why didn't you just tell me?
Because I didn't want to tell my son that I didn't know where Daddy was. I did everything I could.
Helen starts to cry with a lot of tears running down her face. David puts his hand on her shoulder. Mom, you should have told me. Things could have been easier, and we could have worked together and could have found him.
No, he's gone, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Mom, you sound like you're giving up. They said he just went missing, and there were no signs of a dead body. He could still be out there, waiting for us.
You don't think I've dwelled on that for the past 10 years? It's no use trying anymore. Because I already did. That's why I gave up my job. I didn't want to constantly look for what didn't exist anymore.
Mom, how could you say that about Dad? If you ask me, you've been thinking only about yourself all this time.
Don't you dare say that I'm selfish. Who works every day so we can buy groceries? Me! Who cooks meals every day? Me!
That doesn't excuse the fact you've been lying to your son just to try and ease your pain. Well, I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to find out what truly happened to him. You can't stop me.
Well, you're grounded. Now go to your room.
David storms upstairs angry and frustrated. His mom, left with still tears in her eyes thinking about her action. It's weird, but okay.
Yeah.
David's house, bedroom night. David, now upset after knowing the whole truth, sits there on his bed with a frustrated look on his face with some tears. He starts to think to himself if his dad could still be the old abandoned Razzie Tech factory his dad used to work at. If there was some kind of lead, he could find it. So later that night, David sneaks out of his room and bikes to the old factory alone to check it out for himself.
Should I make it bigger?
The place looked abandoned and dirty. The night was dark and quiet, as the darkness of the night surrounded the outside of the old rusty building. The faint wind blew in the night as David slowly walked into the building. David entered the building with only himself and a flashlight. The place felt empty, yet haunting at the same time. It was dirty and a mess. Crinkled up papers, broken glass, and dust filled every room. David slowly walked around only to be startled a couple of times by certain glass breaking from old ceiling lights, and a bird that flew out one of the rooms. Most of the rooms had many desks with broken computers on them that didn't work anymore. It was a computer chip factory, after all. Many of the dates on the papers he found dated back to 1998. David looked around some more and found a VHS tape on one of the desks. Labeled on it was 98XX Instructional Setup, which had been copyrighted by MyRes Inc. David, curious as to what this tape was all about, found an old VHS player and a TV that still worked in the meeting room. He put in the tape, and after a few static attempts, it started up. The video that was played was a tutorial on how to set up the 98XX and install the computer chips inside the machine. It's like Alfred Hitchcock. A man named Alfred Whitlock was the person talking on the tape, explaining the details. Old 90s upbeat music played in the background. Do you want me to be Alfred? Welcome, Razzie employees. My name is Alfred Whitlock, and if you are watching this tape, we are happy to be partnering up with the world's greatest computer chip company. For years, we at MyRes Incorporated have strived to create a computer that could handle all computing needs such as homework, documentation, gaming, and more, while having to use less processing power from an external machine. Now with your help, we can finally make that dream come true with the 98XX. So, I thought it was an operating system. I guess it's a chip, because it's the 98XX, not 98XX.
Like a chip that you put in your computer?
The operating system. It's saying the.
I thought it was a computer.
I guess it is a computer.
Yeah, right?
I hear 98. I hear 98XX and I think of Windows 98.
Yeah, remember with the game where it zooms out of the TV and it's like a box computer?
Yeah, I guess it is. Okay. Tape glitches out with static and ends abruptly, leaving David to turn off the TV and eject the tape. David silently hears a whisper from behind him. The voice doesn't sound like his dad. David looked behind him and saw that the voice was coming from behind a door that was only cracked open. As he opened the creaking door, what he found behind it were stairs that led to a deep, dark basement. David, slightly afraid, still pressed forward and slowly made his way downstairs to see if his dad was down there. This script does go really quick.
Yeah.
Each step had such a loud creak that almost echoed far. Each step had such a loud creak that almost echoed far. Once David reached the bottom, he saw another door slowly cracked open and heard the whisper call his name again. David, with shaky hands, slowly opened the door. The loud creak. Behind it was nothing more than a lonely 98XX computer sitting on an empty table.
Are we David playing 98XX?
I guess.
Oh my god!
David was confused as to who made the whisper, with no one else there. He assumed he was just hearing things.
Oh, sorry.
But his curiosity got the better of him. And he decided to dust off the 98XX and boot it up to see if anything inside could have some leads on his dad. David found the plug, which was like a very large brick, and plugged it into the back outlet. Then he pressed the power button, and sure enough, the old computer came to life. David was surprised it still worked after all these years. A calm yet wondering jingle played once it booted up. After the screen, the words "Welcome" were displayed above the 98XX logo. On the bottom right-hand screen read MyRes Incorporated, 1998. It's MyRes or MyRes?
MyRes.
MyRes. It looks like a MyRes, because everything I think that sounds one way is always pronounced the other.
Fuck, I just spilled soda on me. God damn it.
David logged in without needing a password, and he got right into the PC software.
I know,
David
right?
was very intrigued by this old computer, as he was never allowed to try one out himself when he was young. Not much was to be found on the computer itself. All that was on the desktop was a grassy background and a large tree sitting on the right-hand side, while the rest of the background was filled. The background was filled with blue skies. On the bottom was the date and the time sitting on the blue bar. On the bottom left was a big green start button that didn't have much to offer other than a reset or power off option. The last thing David noticed was a single game on the desktop of the computer that was labeled jumpingjulian.exe. On the small icon cover was a low-quality, bald-looking character with only 3 large strands of hair. The character wore a red shirt with very large eyes and an uncanny-looking smile. David, still letting his curiosity get the better of him, booted up the game to see what it had to offer and why it would be the only program on this computer. The title screen now showed the character on a much larger scale with the title Jumping Julian
Can I be Julian?
enlarged on the front with some cheap but catchy music playing in the background. In the bottom left, there was another copyright and the date that read Dream War Studios, 1998. A large play button was there too. David with a confused and disturbed look on his face clicked the play button. There was a character there on the screen was an obstacle course, and on the bottom left there's a character Julian, now being able to see his full body. He wore blue pants and brown shoes. He spoke in an uncanny robotic voice.
No shirt. Can I be Julian?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna go around. Hello there, friend. My name is Julian, and I'm very happy you are playing with me. I love it when people play with me. Use the arrow keys and spacebar to help me make my way up to the top. Have fun.
David, now realizing it was a poorly designed 2D platformer, wasn't too happy about what he found. Well, he was disappointed. He went to an abandoned factory and turned on the computer. What does he think?
Yeah.
The controls were clunky, and the obstacles were not fun to jump on. Sometimes David fell through them when he tried to land on them. The game only had 3 levels, and when David was about to beat the last level, the computer crashed onto a blue screen and restarted. David, realizing this old and busted computer wasn't going to give him anything useful, decided to turn it off and head home. Suddenly, before David could press the power button, the computer now said, "Welcome, David," and it glitched out with a demonic-looking face that had red eyes and sharp teeth, laughing creepily. David freaked out at what he had witnessed and ran out of the room building as fast as he... He ran out of the room and building as fast as he could. The camera slowly pans over to the computer with a new text saying on it, "We'll see you soon." Cut 2. So basically, it's a creepypasta.
I think it's the same thing.
But I'm saying that this is just like pretty much, it vibes like a creepypasta, not terribly long, but on page, okay, wow, this is actually kind of long. Are you reading
too much?
No. David walks to school without, what, do you want to read?
No, because I noticed your words were like kind of like slurring together.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not...
A little bit.
Yeah.
David walks to school without looking at anyone. After what he witnessed that night, he couldn't stop thinking about it all day.
Jumping Julian, he blue pants and no shirt.
Took off his pants.
Yeah.
The teacher discusses computer science as David doesn't pay much attention and zones out, still thinking about the frightening things he saw. Camera zooms in on David's face as he stares straight forward while having a frightened look on his face. Distant screams and cries are heard as the camera slowly zooms in. Mr. Sterling makes David snap out of it by correcting him for his daydreaming in class. "Mr. Storm, is this going to be a continued thing with you? I teach and you don't even hear a word I say. How else do you expect to pass this class?" "Sorry, sir. What happened again?" "I should hope so, or you will never have a future after you graduate."
Oh, sorry.
The teacher continues his lecture.
Oops.
Alexa and Jack glance over at David, concerned for their friend. "Hey, David, you want to come over to Johnny's for dinner? You know they're one of the best local diners around."
"Yeah, we noticed you've been a lot quieter than usual, which I know isn't anything new. But today something seemed off with you. Maybe you need some cheering up."
"I'd love to, but I must get home and do some chores. Maybe next time." David gets on the bus as Alexa and Jack both look at each other with a sad look, still concerned for David. David's dream. Night. An extreme close-up view of David's eyes awakens from sleep as he finds himself in a dark void. In front of David in the distance are 8 people surrounding a tall, mysterious man in a red shirt, blue jeans, and brown boots. The tall man has his back to David, while the 8 people stare at David in a very creepy way, all with straight faces.
"It's Julian."
What is this?" Suddenly the man calls to David and asks him to come over to him.
"Dancing David! Oh my god!"
David hesitantly walks towards the tall man while the other people's heads track David's movements, still creepily staring at him. "Dad? Is that you?"
No way.
David slowly reaches out to touch the man as his back is still facing David. Right when David is about to touch the man's back, 2 dark hands grab David and say his name.
The guy, it's Jason Storm. This guy's David Storm. That's his dad, Jason Storm. But we don't apparently know that yet.
Sorry. How do you know?
Because I remember Jason Storm made the computer, I think. Like, he made Myret.
Mirrors?
I have no idea. I'm so lost, honestly. There's still more secrets that I found in 98XX that we have not found yet.
What do you mean you found more?
There's, like, /letter, and then, like, codes that we haven't really descripted yet.
Maybe we should just stop for right now, because it is getting long, and this is also, like, a 3-hour tape.
Yeah.
Like, we were just like, 20-minute game.
Yeah, they're like, 4 hours, 5 hours.
We're about to read the entire script of a fucking movie.
Does Julian come back? I need to see this. Does Gerald come back?
I bet.
Does Darcy come back? Julian's back. Oh yeah.
Wait, afterlife. He said afterlife.
It's
Oh,
like-
so I guess he's getting sucked into the computer.
Do you ever remember when there's afterlife? Jesus Christ.
Okay, so watch attention, shit, tension.
Let's see what we got here.
Oh, you know what it is?
Hmm.
You know what this is?
Hmm.
He just said this is my new home. You know what it is?
Hmm.
He got sucked into the computer.
Yeah.
He is Julian.
Yeah.
No, but he is Jumping Julian. Jason is Jumping Julian.
Yeah.
What, did I just not get that and just figured it out now?
Well, I mean, I'd known that before.
Well, no, but he said, look, this is my new world. I don't want to leave. He found Julia in the game. And he fell in love with her. He basically, he got sent into Jumping Julian's world. Became Jumping Julian. Jason. Jumping Jason. But it's am I not wrong though?
No. I don't know where Julia actually came in from. I'm gonna be
Maybe
honest.
he programmed Julia in because
'cause he was
Julia is
alone.
supposed to be Linda or whatever her name is.
Helen.
Helen.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Why don't we go for milkshakes? What was it?
So okay, so it's just
I'm still here. Guys, I'm still here. That was a long thing.
So wait a minute. It says I'm still here. So what happened? Okay, just a lot of information.
Dose of laughs. YouTube. Oh, that's a B flat. Oh
There we are.
boy. No sound? Put on captions.
Do you want to end the recording? The
Oh,
recording's
yeah.
at 2 hours.
Do you wanna? All right. What do you wanna say? Guys, how do we feel about 90X Extra stopping?
Leave it in the comments below.
Yeah, I'll read it after.
I have to schedule my classes
It's been
in
2
30
fucking
minutes.
hours. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'm gonna do homework anyway. Good night.
Good
I guess.
night, y'all.
Good night, people. It's 11:30.
Do you enjoy Seymour Skinless? Leave a comment.
Seymour skin balls.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.